You haven't posted about your best friend in years. You have deep, loving relationships that have no digital proof. Does this make them more real? Let's discuss non-performative connection. In the modern architecture of socialization, this silence is an anomaly. We are conditioned to believe that affection must be announced to be felt. If there is no birthday collage on a story, no tagged location at brunch, no public declaration of gratitude, the algorithm, and perhaps our peers, assume the bond has withered. But you know the truth is the exact opposite. You belong to a specific, quiet cohort. The people who have intuitively realized that the most profound connections often evaporate when exposed to the light of public scrutiny. Perhaps you are the person who sits across from a friend at a cafe for 3 hours and your phone never leaves your pocket. You share moments of chaotic, unfiltered beauty, tears, hysterical laughter, quiet confessions, and the impulse to capture them simply does not arise. It is not because you are ashamed of these people. It is because you revere them. You have sensed that the moment a private exchange is packaged for an audience, the energy shifts. It changes from an interaction between two souls into a performance for a crowd. By keeping these friendships invisible, you are not hiding them. You are protecting them. You are prioritizing the weight of the moment over the applause of the gallery. You are preserving the sanctity of a bond that requires no witnesses to exist. To understand why this silence is not a void but a vessel, we must look at the psychological mechanics of what happens when we introduce an audience to intimacy. In the realm of social psychology, there is a phenomenon where the mere presence of a camera, or even the potential of a camera, shifts our behavior. It turns the experiencing self into the remembering self, but a specific kind of remembering self, one that curates memories for consumption rather than integration. When we feel the urge to document a moment of connection, we are often unconsciously seeking to validate it. We are asking the digital sphere to witness our bond and confirm its reality. This introduces a third party into the relationship. It is no longer just you and your friend. It is you, your friend, and the generalized other, the invisible audience whose approval we have been trained to crave. This triangulation dilutes the potency of the connection. The energy that should be flowing entirely between two people is siphoned off to feed the algorithm, leaving the actual interaction slightly thinner, slightly more performative. We begin to act out the role of being happy friends rather than simply inhabiting the messy, unphotogenic reality of friendship. However, your choice to keep these bonds invisible signals a high degree of what psychologists call psychological ownership. This is the state where an individual feels that the target of ownership, in this case the relationship, is fully theirs. It is the difference between renting a house and owning one. When you rent, you are constantly aware of the landlord's gaze, the rules, the external standards. When you own, you settle in. You do not need to prove the house is yours by posting a photo of the deed. You simply live in it. People with invisible friendships have shifted their locus of evaluation from the external to the internal. In a performative connection, the value of an outing is often measured by the engagement it garners, the comments, the envy, the validation. If the photo flops, the memory feels tarnished. But in an invisible friendship, the value is intrinsic. It is locked within the shared laughter, the advice given during a crisis, the comfortable silence during a long drive. The relationship does not require the rent of public approval to sustain its lease. Furthermore, this invisibility allows for a profound level of congruence. Social media demands a coherent narrative. It demands that we present a version of ourselves that is consistent and palatable. But real intimacy is rarely consistent. It is complex, contradictory, and often mundane. By removing the need to broadcast, you remove the need to edit. You allow your friend to see the version of you that hasn't been color-corrected. You allow the relationship to breathe without the corset of aesthetic perfection. We must also consider the economy of attention. Attention is the most finite resource we possess, and it is the purest form of love. When we fracture that attention to compose a caption or find the right lighting, we are withdrawing investment from the human being in front of us. The invisible friendship is a sanctuary of undivided attention. It is a declaration that the person across from you is more important than the thousands of people inside your phone. It is a refusal to commodify the human soul for digital applause. In this quiet space, untethered from the need for proof, the roots of connection can grow deep, reaching places that the light of the screen can never touch. There is a quiet, unshakable power in realizing that the most vital structures of your life are invisible to the naked eye. If you were to look back at your timeline today and see a gap of years where your closest relationships should be, do not feel a pang of neglect. Do not feel that you have failed to honor these people. You have honored them in the highest way possible, by keeping them safe from the economy of likes. You have chosen to inhabit the reality of the bond rather than the image of it. To live a life without proof is, paradoxically, to live a life of absolute certainty. It is the confidence that the bond exists because you feel it, not because others have seen it. It is the understanding that intimacy is not a performance art, but a private discipline. In a world that constantly demands we externalize our inner world, holding something back is an act of rebellion. It is a way of saying that some things are too sacred to be consumed, too heavy to be uploaded, and too precious to be rated. This silence is not emptiness. It is density. It is the weight of a hand on a shoulder, the texture of a shared silence, the knowing glance that needs no caption. These are the things that build a life of substance. This channel is designed to be a sanctuary for such analysis, a shared library of internal knowledge. The most valuable data here isn't what is broadcasted to the world, but what is intentionally unshared. To help build this archive of the invisible, I invite you to share in the comments below. What is a specific moment with a friend that you intentionally chose not to capture? What was the texture of that memory? And how did it feel to keep it entirely for yourself? Let us discuss the richness of the unproven life.